Do you want to know what's in store for you for the next 30 days? What are the energies surrounding your month ahead? Then this is the timeless tarot pick a card reading meant just for you, so keep watching. Hello trick-or-treaters, and welcome back to my channel TrickrTreatTarot, where it is spooky season all year long. If you like Halloween or Samhain, then this is definitely the channel for you, where I do spooky themed tarot pick-a-cards just like this one and other spiritual related videos. So if that's your jam, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel. And while you are at it, make sure you hit the post bell notification button so you don't miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week. All right, you guys, so we are back again with another month ahead reading. This is going to be for the next 30 days. It doesn't have to be for the month ahead, but generally people watch this for the month ahead, but it is also for the next 30 days if you're watching this mid-month or something like that. Okay, as we are filming this is going to be for the month of June 2021, the energy surrounding. So let's go ahead, let's get into it, you guys. We have our 3 cards here representing our 3 different groups. We have all of our timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below. All right, so we're gonna have the timestamps for the shuffling. I'm gonna be doing all the shuffling on camera. You guys know I love to do that. We are also gonna have the timestamps for the messages. So for those of you who don't really want to see the shuffling, you can skip straight to your message. And also today we are going to be pulling some dice. I did that in my last month ahead reading. So we're gonna pull some dice, roll some dice, see what are some specific dates, right, that you should be paying attention to, as well as pulling a couple of charms just to give us a little bit more messages, a little bit of clarity, and some more clarity for the energy surrounding your month ahead. Okay, so we're going to be doing all of that. Make sure you go ahead and you watch all the way to the end of your pile so you got all of that good information, you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to get right into it. For pile number 1, we have card 48, the trumpet. For pile number 2, we have card 31, the tree. And for pile number 3, we have card 71, the feather. All right, so I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys a couple minutes to go ahead and choose your pile. There's no right or wrong way to choose. You guys can choose based off of the card, the picture on the card, the number of the pile, the number on the card. Close your eyes, put your hand over the screen, whatever makes your hand feel fuzzy. Open your eyes and see whichever card calls to your attention the most, then that is the pile for you. If you feel drawn to choose more than one pile, that's absolutely okay too, you guys. You can choose 2 piles, or you can even watch all 3 piles. That just means that there are multiple messages meant for you in each of the different piles, okay? With that being said, just a couple of disclaimers, okay? So these are general readings, you guys. General readings. That means lots of people are going to be watching this video. Lots of people are going to be watching the same pile as you. So take what resonates and let the rest go. If you hear something that doesn't really sound like you, then that's just for another trick-or-treater that's watching that same pile as you, okay? So different messages for different people. Take what resonates, let the rest go, let it flow. It's absolutely okay. So the main thing to make sure that you do is just have fun with it, you guys. Have fun with these readings. Have fun with this channel. Have fun with me. We're going to hang out together. Make sure you have your tea, your coffee, your water, your wine, whatever it is that you're drinking. Stay hydrated. Grab a snack if you want to, if you're feeling a little peckish, okay? We're going to vibe together. We're going to hang out together. And I do want to let you guys know too, that with this channel, right, all of the messages, I channel whatever comes through, whatever the cards tell me, whatever spirit tells me through the charms, cards, energies, things like that, okay? So if you hear something too and it's not all rainbows, flowers, and unicorns, that's just how I do, okay? That's this channel. We're real over here. We're realistic. We talk about real life, and it's not always going to be, you know, rainbows and sunshines all the time. Sometimes we're going to get a tower card, a devil card, or, you know, other kind of obstacle, because we have obstacles in our life and we have challenges in our lives, and that's okay, because that's what we're here for, to overcome those obstacles and challenges and to grow. Those are growing moments. Those are growing opportunities. So don't, you know, come over here on this channel expecting for everything to be like all love and light, because, you know, every now and again you're going to hear a message that maybe you don't want to hear, maybe you're not ready to hear, but it's something that you have to hear, and that's why you're hearing it. So that's the most important thing to also pay attention to and to remember while watching these videos, okay? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get right into it, you guys. I'll give you another minute to go ahead and pick your pile. Group number 1, that's 48, the trumpet. Group number 2, card 31, the tree. And group number 3, card 71, the feather. All right, so go ahead, choose your pile, and I will see you at your card. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose card 48, the trumpet, group number 1. We are going to do all of your shuffling now on camera. If you don't want to see the shuffling, you can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling, though, we're getting into it right now. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 1. You guys chose card 48, the trumpet. So this is your message for your month ahead, June 2021, or the next 30 days. Let's go ahead and get into it, see what energies are surrounding you. So we have the Chariot in reverse, okay? The King of Wands in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Four of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Swords, okay. Group number 1. Okay, so what's going on for you guys? I see the beginning of the month looks to be a little complicated, a little challenging, and then the middle of the month we start to see that things start to get a little bit more momentum, and by the end of the month we're seeing that there's clarity. All right, so let's see what's happening. What's happening here? So with the Chariot in reverse here, we're seeing in the beginning of the month, I'm definitely seeing that you guys are feeling a little stuck, a little stagnant. There's a pause energy, and I feel like some of you guys are like, you aren't following that gut feeling. You're just kind of really going against the grain, going against your gut feeling. You're not really going with the flow, you know. You guys are really just not flowing in the beginning of the month, and I don't know why, but something tells me it has to do with this King of Wands energy. So maybe there's a dominant masculine figure in your life who's possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could also represent you as well, who's really coming in between your emotions. So I feel like you're having a hard time with this person, whether it be yourself or someone else, and you're not allowing yourself, or they're not allowing you to really follow your heart or follow your dreams or do the things that you want to do, follow your passions. There's definitely a stuckness happening here, and I feel that this person is really holding you back in the beginning of the month. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that too with the Ace of Cups in reverse here. So this person's really holding you back. I don't really know why though. I think perhaps it could just be miscommunication. Honestly, that could really all it could be is just some kind of miscommunication between the two of you, or this person could possibly be really jealous of you and not really want to see you succeed, and maybe someone that you really just kind of have to let go of in your life. Maybe this could be someone, some of you are in a relationship, this could be your partner, and maybe they're not as supportive of you, or they could be a family member who's not as supportive of you as you would like them to be. And I see that there's definitely possibly a need of some independence and really just a struggle to be your own support system here. And it can be hard sometimes to really do something on your own, or to be successful when you feel like you're on your own. But I definitely see that turning around here. We definitely have some reflection that's happening towards the end of the month. There's a lot of reflection happening, a lot of definitely planning, detailed work, trying to understand the situation, right? Trying to put the pieces together. I feel in the beginning of the month, you're not really sure what's happening. In the middle of the month, you start to gain some clarity. And by the end of the month, when you start to put the pieces together, we have the Ace of Swords here, which then is all about that clarity moment, that moment of understanding the truth of the situation. So I feel like whatever is really happening here in the beginning of the month with this person, again, whether it be yourself or someone else that's holding you back, you're not really understanding why this is happening, or why you're having these feelings, or why this person is having these feelings. But by the end of the month, we see that you definitely have clarity, and you're going to start to understand, learn from these situations, and be able to move forward. Okay, so we see that you also have the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is telling me this month is definitely about moving forward, moving out of cycles. This month is all about really understanding your wants, your needs, your desires, and giving into that and moving forward with that and putting yourself first. I feel for a lot of you, you haven't been putting yourself first. Maybe you've been putting someone else first. You've been putting your partner first, your families first, your friends first, you know? And maybe now it's time for you to start putting yourself first a little bit. And that doesn't mean being selfish, right? You don't have to be necessarily selfish and just give up on everyone around you. But I think that there's definitely, sometimes we forget to really take care of ourselves and self-care and our own mental health, and do the things that really make us feel good, and something that's really going to make us happy. And sometimes we put a lot of emphasis on making other people happy, and we feel like, oh, well, maybe if they're happy, then I'll be happy. And sometimes that does happen, but that can't be your only purpose of happiness, or your only, you know, kind of outlet. You have to be able to do things for yourself, and the same way that you support all the people around you, they have to be able to support you as well. And if they can't, then those aren't the kind of people that you want to have surrounding you, okay? So that's just some things to think about. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, you know, definitely I see that there's a cycle that you're going to be coming out of. I see success is also going to be coming to you this month, possibly in the middle of the month. That's more where I see that's happening. So in the beginning of the month, right, there's a little complication. In the middle of the month, we see that you start to have understanding of this complication. That's where things start to move forward. You start to gain momentum. Things start to look better and brighter for you. And by the end of the month, you have a real understanding of who you are, what it is that you want, going after those things. And things are start to really look bright, really look up, really look vibrant for you towards the end of the month there, okay? We have transformation energy as well happening here. This is also Scorpio energy, okay? Yeah, with the Scourge here, this is telling me that definitely at the beginning of the month, there's a little conflict, a little confrontation, possibly internal, okay, or maybe with someone else. But with the door here, right, we see doors are opening, okay? Doors are opening for you with the rope, okay? Tying knots. We see that there's definitely a need to tie knots, to let go of frayed edges, tie up loose ends, really bring things to closure, to conclusion. For some of you, right, This is a cyclic cycle that you've been stuck in for a while. You've been stuck in kind of like a rut. You've been stuck in this writer's block. You've been stuck in this momentum of, you know, where am I going? What am I doing? What's happening, right? This kind of fog. A lot of us, or a lot of you, you know, and I say us because sometimes I feel like these readings are for me too, but we've been in this, in a mental fog, and we haven't really had clarity or even really a good sense of direction to where it is that we're going or where it is that we even want to go. And I think this month is really starting to figure that out, where it is that you're going, where it is that you want to go. So we definitely see that with the transformative energies here. We see really kind of discovering solutions, right? I feel like this month is really about solutions to conflict, solutions to confrontation, solutions to miscommunication, solutions on how to be more kind, on how to be more loving, on how to be, right, more secure with yourself, and how to follow your heart and right, be a little bit more kinder to yourself. Ultimately, I see that that's definitely something that has to happen here. We have to be kinder to ourselves this month, group number 1. I feel that you guys probably put yourselves down more than other people put you down, and you hold yourselves back a lot more than other people hold you back. And I see here that, you know, doors are closed, but because you're not opening them. Group number 1, you're not opening doors, and I don't know why, because they're there and they're unlocked. The doors aren't locked, but you don't know that because you're not trying them. You see that the door in front of you is closed, and you think that, oh, this is it, I can't go through there because it's closed. But honey, all you have to do is just turn the knob, open that door up, and walk right through, and you're free. You are free, but you got to open it. There has to be an action, right, that you have to do first before you can get through that golden arch, okay? And then again with, right, that tying up those loose ends, tying up that knot, things could, right, be a little complicated this month, trying to figure out how to tie up that knot, how to tie up those loose ends. But definitely something is going to be coming to a completion. Something's going to be coming to a conclusion as long as you do the reflection, okay? So you have to do the reflection, solve the problem, have the transformation, do the action to open that door, go through it, and then the completion of that cycle will end. You'll end that cycle and be able to move on to something that's better, brighter, and more vibrant and more for you, right? Bring you towards your highest self, highest purpose, highest vibration, okay? But there's an action that has to be done here first. There's work that has to be done here first. Oh, we have death. The eternal cycle begins here. Yeah, so more transformative energy here, okay? We have more Scorpio energy here as well. This is very, very interesting, group number 1. So we see definitely there's something's changing. Something's happening in the month of June for you. Emotional intelligence vampire. Yeah. I think that you're definitely starting to come into your own, right? You're starting to put your own self first. You're starting, right? So that's exciting. We see that here, that we saw that there was work that needs to be done, but I'm seeing here that the work that needs to be done is going to be completed. You're very smart, group number 1. You're very intelligent. And I think that you're also very kind people, but again, I feel that you're kinder to others than you are to yourself. My mom told me something one time, and I think about it all the time, is that if you wouldn't say it to somebody else, you shouldn't say it to yourself. And sometimes we say things to ourselves that just really put ourselves down, and it's, you know, we would never imagine putting somebody else down in that kind of a way, but we do it to ourselves. But why? You know, like why would we say that to ourselves? Why would we want to put ourselves down like that? You know, we have to be kinder to ourselves and more positive to ourselves, and we have to love ourselves, I think, a little bit more. And for a lot of us, I feel that we really look to other people, relationships, friends and family, to really believe in us and to put us, you know, on a pedestal, or to give us more love, because we don't give that for ourselves. And we look for confirmation in others because we don't know how to confirm ourselves. But that's, again, a lesson that has to be learned. That's something that you have to learn to do. And I see you really working towards that this month, really working on believing in yourself and really only being able to be the only confirmation you need for yourself, and not needing that kind of confirmation from anybody else around you, okay? We also have the ghost, regret. Okay, regret group number one. Some of you watching this probably have some regrets from your past. Maybe you've made mistakes. Maybe you've been unkind, right, to yourself or to others. Maybe you've missed out on opportunities because you felt like you couldn't do something, or you felt like you weren't good enough. So there's regret that's happening here. There's regret because there's reflection. There's reflection because there's you trying to understand yourself, your desires, your path, your purpose, right? Clearing out that mental fog and understanding where it is that you're going, what direction it is that you're going in, and why you're going in that direction. What is the destination you're trying to achieve? What are your goals? There's goal setting here, which is amazing because that's the map to achievement, okay? To success, okay? So it's okay, right? It's okay when we have reflection and we feel that moment of regret. But you can't hold on to those regrets, because when you hold on to those regrets and they start to pile on you and you start to carry all of that weight on you, then that's when we start to fall into that 10 of Wands energy, and it's harder for you to travel down the path, right? You start to slow down, you start to lose momentum because you're carrying all this weight, and it becomes challenging and it becomes difficult. And when you start to let go of all those wands, of all those regrets, things start to get a little lighter, and you start to get a little faster, and you start to build more momentum, and you start to feel more free. And I think really that's part of the lesson, group number one, that you have to learn this month, right? With this next 30 days energy. And I think that's really where this transformation is going to come from, where you start to let go of all those regrets, because you can't change something that's already happened. You can't get back missed opportunities. You can't, right, undo your own mistakes. You can't unsay something that's already been said. You can't undo something that's already been done. So there's no point in having regret. There's no point in having this pain. There's only learning from it and growing from it and preventing it from happening again. So that's where this happens. There's the reflection, there is then the release, and then there is the transformation. Okay, group number one. Oop. And we also have the elements, okay? The elements. So remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. So this is very interesting. So remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. So again, this talks about harmony, right? So we know that there's harmony coming. There's peace that's coming, right? With this transformation, right? We're letting go of these regrets. We're overcoming these challenges, confrontations, and conflicts. And ultimately, that's going to bring about peace, serenity, harmony, okay? We're remembering that we are all part of the mother, okay? The collective conscious and unconsciousness, the oneness of the universe. We're remembering that we are all a reflection of ourselves, and the conflicts that we have with others are ultimately the conflicts we have with ourselves. And we have to reflect on that kind of conflict and confrontation and understand, why is this happening? Where is this coming from? How do I grow from this? How do I fix this? How do I overcome this? Okay? So at the end of the day, even though there's work this month, right? Even though there's reflection this month, there's release and there's transformation and there's peace and there's harmony and there's a lot of beautiful and vibrant things that are coming out of this, okay? There's a lot of growth that's happening here, group number one, and it can be really exciting for you. But it's not going to be easy. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to lie to you. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. It's going to be challenging. But all the best things are. Anything that's worth learning is. Anything that's worth using is. The best things in life are difficult. Okay? They're difficult challenges. And it requires persistence and perseverance and effort and work and decisions. Vitality. Vitality. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So you guys are definitely looking very healthy, okay? During this month, during the next 30 days, very, very healthy, right? You guys are going to be very strong, going to be very healthy. This vitality also gives me, right, sun energy, the sun card. This is also clarity. We know that there's clarity with the Ace of Swords, right? Truth, honesty, right? There's going to be truth happening here. There's going to be, right, some kind of clarity, and something's going to really click this month for you guys, group number 1, and it's really going to pull everything together, and you guys are going to have a moment where you're going to understand how beautiful you really are and how powerful you really are and how much you still have to give to this world and how much this world still has to give to you. Okay? So beautiful, beautiful energies, you guys. Definitely really powerful messages. Group number 1. Let's go ahead. Let's grab some dice. See what kind of specific dates you guys have to look forward to in the month of June. Okay. Okay. Ooh. All right. So we have a 9. The 9 seems to be important. That came out right away. We also have the 4th. We also have the 20th. The 1st. The 2nd. The 2nd twice. So that's also important. And we also have the 8th. Okay. So those are some important dates maybe for you to look forward to for the month of June. Okay. And then let's also go ahead and grab a couple of charms. Okay. Yeah, so there's water energy. Definitely. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, group number 1. Perfect sense. Okay, so lots of water energy. This is going to be an emotional month. An emotional month for you. There's a lot of, right, emotional movement that's happening here. Emotional clarity, emotional reflection. Definitely lots of emotion stuff. Overcoming fears. Really diving into those emotions and figuring out what are those anxieties and those fears and how are they holding you back? How can you overcome that? All right, understanding it and figuring out the clarity that's happening here. The understanding that's happening here is that you are the key to your own success. Right? That maybe you've been wanting someone else to bring you some success, or maybe you've been blaming other people or situations for the reason why you feel put down, stuck, or stagnant, but you're starting to understand that you have the key to your chariot to go wherever it is that you want to go. All you have to do is go there. You don't need permission from anybody else. You don't need confirmation from anybody else. All you have to do is want it yourself and then let yourself have it. That's it. You have the key, okay? And you're going to understand through this reflection and release, when that transformation happens, that you have the key. It's all about your own actions, reactions, choices, decisions, right? And with the Libra here, we see that there's balance energy that has to happen here as well. There's balancing, right? Balancing your own emotions, your own happiness versus, you know, you trying to make the people around you happy or what they want you to do versus what you want to do, trying to find that balance and that understanding, okay? And we also see here that you do have a lot of love. And maybe for some of you, you don't see that right now. Maybe it's hard for you to see that you're in this mental fog and you know, sometimes people love us and people care about us and maybe they don't say it often enough, or maybe they don't show it the way that you want them to, right? Because we all have different love languages. But I see here that maybe there's been miscommunication, but there are definitely people around you who care about you, who support you, who love you, okay? And maybe you don't understand that now, but you will understand that this month, and that will come to terms and that will bring clarity to you. And I feel like maybe you've been fighting with someone that you really care about, or someone who really cares about you. But this month, you guys are really going to overcome those challenges and obstacles and really understand how much you guys really care about each other and how much you love each other and how much you support each other. And it's going to be very, very beautiful, okay? Wow, group number one, beautiful, beautiful messages, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful messages for your month ahead, the next 30 days, June 2021. All right, I really hope that this reading resonated for you. If it did, please do comment down below and let me know. Also leave a comment for any future readings that you guys would like to see so I can go ahead and make those for you. All right, if you haven't already, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and please do consider subscribing, you guys. All those things really do help my channel grow. So I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of your love, all of your support, all of your comments, all of your likes, right? Thank you to all of you guys who are subscribed to my channel. For all of my new subscribers, hey, how you doing? Comment down below. So it has been such an absolute pleasure, you guys. If you want to keep watching, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to group number two. Let's go. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number two. You guys chose card 31, the tree, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do all of your shuffling right now. If you don't wanna see the shuffling, you can just go right into that timestamp below and skip straight to your message. If you do wanna see the shuffling though, we're doing it right now. Let's go. All right, so for all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number two, you guys chose card 31, the tree. So this is your message for your month ahead, the next 30 days, June 2021. Let's go ahead and get right into it and see what energies are surrounding you. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, Strength, okay. The Magician, okay. The King of Cups. And the Seven of Cups. Interesting. Interesting energies. Lots of cups energy here. Okay. So this month could be emotional for you, right? Making decisions that are possibly emotional. Or also I see that there could be, I feel like your parents this month, I don't know why, that's coming through here. With the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. For some of you, maybe talking with your parents, being with your parents this month, there's something that has to do with your parents. Maybe making a decision that has to do with them or something like that. I don't know, that's really, we'll see where that comes into play. I don't know why that came through. But okay, let's talk about this. So in the beginning of the month, we see that there's possibly going to be maybe some conflict with a dominant female figure in your life, right? A dominant feminine figure, excuse me, not female, but feminine energy, right? It could be male or female, but a dominant feminine energy who's possibly a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And then we also see here that there could also be some significance of a dominant masculine figure who's possibly a earth sign, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus happening here. But I see too that this could also represent yourself, and I see that there's a duality here, and I see that there's motion and moving, and I feel for some of you, right, maybe this is talking about understanding your own feelings and emotions in the beginning of the month, understanding yourself and moving forward with possibly a new job or a new career path. I see for some of you guys that there's planning that's happening here, that there's also decision making that's happening here. So I see that there's wanting to move forward with a plan, wanting to move forward with a decision or a choice, right? But I see here too that there's a conflict of wanting to be realistic, right? But also wanting to follow your heart. Okay, so that's something that's happening here. And then with the Strength here and the Magician, right, in the middle of the month, the middle of these 30 days, there's a lot of significant energy that's happening here. This is where the most important stuff is happening. I see in the beginning that there's not really a whole lot going on for you. A lot of it is maybe, just kind of trying to figure things out. It's a lot of internal struggles, right? Struggles maybe with those around you, close family members or friends, possibly roommates, okay? I see for some of you guys, you might be moving. So that's also something else that's happening here. But in the middle of the energy, it's very significant for you guys, group number 2, because we have Strength and we have the Magician here. So we see that there's this confidence that comes through, this strong, confident energy in your abilities to do whatever it is that you want to do. So there's this strong confidence and this strong independence that's happening here, and you're very sure of yourself and you're very successful. So whatever it is that you are trying to figure out that you're doing in the beginning of the month, we see that you do it in the middle of the month here. We see that you do it, and not only just do it, but are successful. You succeed in this, okay? You go above and beyond in this. You put all of your energy into it, all of your will into it. And regardless of maybe what anybody else told you or what anybody else thought was going to happen, you proved them wrong. Group number 2, you're proving people wrong this month. You're proving people that you can do anything that you set your mind to. And that's absolutely wonderful. That's absolutely beautiful. And then at the end of the month here, we see that then there's this King of Cups energy. We see that you're really then feeling, I see a sense of fulfillment. You're very sure of yourself. Right in the beginning, you're unsure, and then in the middle, you do it, and then you are very sure of yourself. You're very sure of your decisions. You feel very proud of yourself. But then there's also kind of like a caution, a tale of caution that happens here of all that glitters is not gold. Be careful of the choices that you make. So we see that you are very independent. We see that you're very, very powerful, right, in your abilities, that you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. But I think you have to be careful on what it is that you want to achieve and how it is you go about achieving it, okay? So that's also something interesting to keep in mind. Let's see what's really going on here. We have the Hag, the Ankh, okay, the Stump, the Candle, and the Hand. Okay, so there's some interesting stuff happening here, okay, with the Hag overlapping the Queen of Cups energy here, I see. So perhaps there is conflict. There is conflict with a dominant feminine figure in your life in the beginning of the month, possibly conflict about a decision that you are making, conflict about a choice that you're making. Maybe this person doesn't agree with it. This could also be you. Maybe you don't really necessarily agree with yourself, or you're having second thoughts about it, but you do it anyway. Okay, we see that there's conflict about this decision, but you do it anyway. We see that the decision that you're making is for your best interest. You're following your gut feeling. You're following, right, your intuition when you make this decision, and you're doing it smart. This isn't something that you're being impulsive on. This is something that you're putting work in. You're making a plan. You're setting your goals. You're making sure that you do everything step by step, and you're very detailed oriented in how you make this decision and how you move forward with, right, whatever in this direction with whatever it is that you're doing. It's going to be different for each of you. And then we see that then with the stump here and the confidence energy here, that you're really, you have the confidence to overcome a big obstacle. So you overcome this obstacle, and we see here though too that there's an opportunity here of cutting something short. Okay, so with the fire energy, this Leo energy that's happening here, we see that there could be a little bit of impulsiveness, right? So even though in the beginning you make this plan, when you're on this journey and you're making these decisions, that there could potentially be you maybe skipping a couple of steps, right? You've made this plan for yourself and you're going through the journey, and you start to skip a couple of steps because you just feel very confident in your own abilities. Which you are, but you have to be careful that you don't burn that candle out too soon, okay? So there's definitely a need also in the middle of the month here to make sure you slow down. Make sure you follow that plan, okay? Because there's opportunity to overlook little details, and then that's where the end comes through here with that seven of cups energy here, okay? You know, just be careful what you wish for, be careful what you're doing, a little bit of caution, a little bit of warning happening here. Also too, I see interesting with the hand here, and don't bite the hand that feeds you. That's what's coming through here. That's what Spirit's telling me. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Be careful this month about who is also affected by your choices, by your decisions. Because these are people that you probably still need in your life. These are people that you still need to have relationships and connections with. Don't burn any bridges here because of what you're capable of doing, because you have this new sense of independence. There's also warning here to make sure that you also are very nurturing in these relationships and understanding of how other people are feeling about your choices and decisions, because these are people that you're going to need later on in life, that you're going to need later on down the line. So maybe right now you don't necessarily need them to help you, but later on you will. So you have to make sure that you are also willing to maintain these connections. You're still willing to make sure that you help these people when they need your help, so they can help you when you need your help, and you still maintain that give and take energy, and that's right, open communication, open dialogue. So definitely that's something else that's coming through here for you guys. Group number 2, we have hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Okay, interesting. So for some of you guys, this tells me that this is definitely moving. For a lot of you guys, maybe this is moving, right? Moving to a new house, moving to a new state, moving to a new job, or a new, right? Some kind of movement is happening in your life here. A lot of you guys, I feel like this could possibly be home related. Black cat, fortune meets opportunity. Okay, very interesting. So we see that there's definitely opportunities coming your way. We see that there's success coming your way. There's fortune coming your way. We know that's happening in the middle of the month. So we know in the beginning of your month, right, there's possibly conflict with family. I think that's where your parents come into play here. I feel like a lot of this has to do with your parents, making sure that you maintain that open communication with your parents, taking care of your parents as your parents are taking care of you. That's a message that's coming through here. And then with the black cat, fortune meets opportunity, we definitely see that you're going to have lots of opportunities and lots of success for whatever it is that you decide to do in the middle of your month. And then we also have jack-o'-lantern, protection. Okay, so you guys are also going to be very protected, okay? But who's protecting you? Yourself, and also those around you. Remember, sometimes people around us see things that we don't see, and they can protect us from certain threats that we don't necessarily see. So I'm seeing here that there's going to be a 7 of Cups energy that's going to come into your life, and it's going to have potential to undo everything that you just worked towards. However, someone else that's really close to you is going to see the threat, They're going to be able to warn you, and they're going to be a helping hand in helping you make a decision that's clever, and helping you make a choice that's better than the one you were originally thinking, but because they can see the threats that are around you, they can see the truth of the opportunities surrounding you, and they're going to be the ones protecting you. Okay, so that's a message that's coming through for you guys. We also have the bat here, bat energy. Invoke the power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. So change, definitely we see change is happening here for you guys this month as well. There's definitely change of pace, change of scenery, change of work, right? There's a big change that's happening in your life. And we see here, invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. So don't fear what's yet to be seen. Don't fear what's yet to be known, okay? Embrace it. Embrace the unknown. Embrace the hidden. Embrace the change. Embrace the future. The future is not set in stone, okay? So sometimes we fear what could happen, but there's no need in fearing it. There's only need in embracing it, because you are protected, because there's joy and happiness, because there's fulfillment, because you are powerful, because you have the energy, right? You have the knowledge and the wisdom to be successful. You understand manifestation. So if you have fear, you will manifest fear. But if you don't, and you only have success on your mind, then you will be successful. Okay? We have no need to do. Okay? So I'm exactly where I need to be. Exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I can take a deep breath, relax, and trust. Okay, group number 2. So we see everything is going to kind of work itself out for you this month. You're exactly where you need to be, when you need to be. Everything is really just working out for you. You're really giving into the divine. I see here, you're really following your heart. You're following your intuition. You're making a plan to make sure that you don't make mistakes along the way here, but you understand that you have the power to be successful. You have the confidence and the courage to take chances. And that's why you're very successful when you take these chances and you take these leaps of faith this month, okay? And maybe there are some people who don't necessarily agree with you, but you do it anyway because you know it's your life that you're living, and other people don't have to agree with your decisions, but you do. And it's about you. And it's about time that you started focusing on you, okay? And you understand that you're exactly where you need to be when you need to be, and everything's just really working itself out. And that's why you have this confident energy. That's why you have this understanding at the end of the month. You have this fulfillment that's happening, and you have this protection. And other people see that you're where you need to be. You prove people wrong this month, and that's why they really come around, and then they start to believe in you, and they start to encourage you and have faith in you, because you show them that, look, I had faith in myself, and that's why I was able to do it. Now I need you to have faith in me, okay? Because I know what I'm doing. I'm surrendering to divine timing. I'm surrendering to the universe, and I'm allowing myself to ride the wave instead of going against it and take the path of least resistance, so everything can work out for me as it is supposed to, as it should. Okay? And that's the toughest thing that sometimes the people around us who care about us don't understand. And it's hard for them to understand that and to grasp that kind of concept, because, right, it seems like maybe you're not doing anything, or maybe you're making the wrong choices or decisions, but because they have a different idea in their head of what you're supposed to be. But you know what you're supposed to be, and what you're supposed to be is whatever you want to be. Not what anybody else wants you to be, but what you want to be. And that's why you have this confidence and this courage and this independence, because you're so sure of yourself. And that's beautiful, group number 2. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning, stunning reading. Stunning. I'm blown away. Okay, the messages here, very, very unique, very powerful, very interesting. We're going to go ahead, we're going to pull a couple of dice for you now so that we can get some specific dates that maybe you guys should pay attention to that might have some significance or importance during this month. Okay. Okay. So we have the 6th and the 5th and the 15th and the 3rd. The 3rd twice, so pay attention to the 3rd, the 1st, also the 2nd. So the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, we have the 5th, the 15th, the 17th is also important, the 6th. Okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting energies here. So those are some specific dates maybe for you to pay attention to that might have some kind of significance or importance. We're also going to go ahead and pull just a couple of charms to get a little bit more clarification on the energy surrounding your month ahead for the next 30 days, okay? Oh, that was more than I anticipated. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting too. Okay. Oh, that's interesting too. So, yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah. So we definitely, there's a lot of emotional energy here. We see that there's focus on the sacral chakra as well as the solar plexus chakra. Okay, so lots of emotional energy centers here. And then we see overcoming fears. So overcoming your fears this month. We see loved ones, lots of focus on your loved ones surrounding you. So there's definitely a lot of focus possibly on close friends or family or partners. That's definitely coming into play here too with that emotional energy, with the cups energy here, right? Lots of emphasis on that overcoming fears. We see that there's transformation energy that's happening here too with the death charm. And we also have the magician charm too here, manifestation, right? Being able to pull rabbits out of your hat. That's kind of the analogy I like to use. You have, right, some tricks up your sleeve, right? You have some things that people don't know that you have, right? These maybe talents or answers, right? Things just seem to work out for you this month. And it's going to be beautiful because you're just really giving into the divine. We see here someone's trying to get your attention. I feel like that's your loved ones around you. They're trying to get your attention. They're probably trying to help you with maybe some of these decisions or choices that you're making. Hear them out. You know, there's nothing wrong with hearing them out. Okay, you don't have to agree with them and you don't have to necessarily go down the path they ask you to. But there's nothing wrong with having dialogue and with having communication and allowing them to hear you out and also allowing yourself to hear them out and being able to, sometimes maybe even compromise or come to some kind of understanding of each other, right? So maybe they don't even, maybe they're not trying to change your course of direction, but they're trying to understand why you're on this course of direction. Okay, so maybe that's also something else that is coming through here. And then with the time here too, we see that there's definitely time here. It's all about divine timing, being where you are when you are supposed to be there, okay? And just really giving into the divine. That's interesting that you got that charm with this card also coming out. So yeah, this is very, very interesting, right? With the magician here too. You guys also got the magician card, lots of cups energy here, and you got lots of cup cards. So this is, yeah, very, very interesting, okay? All right, so that is your message, group number 2, for your month ahead for the next 30 days, the month of June 2021. Comment down below if this reading resonated. I really hope it did. I hope you guys really did enjoy this reading, enjoyed this video. If you did, comment down below and let me know. Also comment any videos that you guys would like to see in the future that you'd like me to do for you. If you haven't already, please do make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, you guys. All those things really do help my channel grow. Make sure you share this video as well. Share my channel with your friends and family so that way they can also hear some of these messages that will help inspire them and motivate them and bring about clarity to maybe some questions that they've been having, okay? So it's been such an absolute pleasure, you guys. If you want to keep watching, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 3. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card 71, the feathers. So this is your message. We're going to go ahead and do all the shuffling now. If you don't want to see the shuffling, you can skip that. Timestamps are below. You can go straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, then just keep watching. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card 71, the feathers. So this is your message for your month ahead, the next 30 days for June 2021, whenever you're watching this. All right, so let's go ahead, let's get into it. See what the energies are surrounding you. Okay, Temperance. Okay, the High Priestess, reverse. The Tower, the Hermit, Page of Pentacles, and Judgment. Wow. Okay, majors. Okay, majors. Wow, you guys got almost all majors. You have one card, and it's a face card, okay? So powerful energies, group number 3. Powerful energies. The universe has something to tell you this month. The universe has something to tell you. What is it? Let's find out. Okay, first of all, there's a need for balance. There's a need for you to listen to your intuition, to listen to your guides, to your ancestors, your angels, those around you. With the High Priestess in reverse here, this is telling me that you're not in sync with your highest self. You're not in sync with spirit and with source. So there's a need for you to get back in sync with your intuition, to follow your heart, follow your intuition, to understand the energies that are around you, that are happening around you, and how that affects you. Understand the signs and symbols that spirit is trying to bring to you. There's Temperance energy. There's a need for balance, to balance your spiritual life with your physical life, to balance balance your chakras. Your chakras are not unbalanced. There's an unbalanced energy that's happening here. That's what I'm hearing here. That's what spirit's telling me. Is a lot of you guys really have to get back in tune with yourself. For a lot of you guys watching this, maybe you are spiritual practitioners, Reiki healers, or tarot readers, mediums, psychics, for a lot of you guys, there is a cleansing that needs to happen with your energy here in your auric field, and there's a realignment that has to happen here with your chakras. Your energy is out of balance, group number 3, and you have to get back into balance. We see that there is then in the middle here, there is a Tower. There is a Tower moment that's going to be happening here, you guys. And the reason this is happening here is perhaps because your energy is out of balance, because perhaps you weren't listening to what Spirit was trying to tell you and what Spirit was trying to warn you from. Spirit, tries to push us and pull us in the direction that we are meant to be and on the path that we're supposed to be taking. And when we disobey, the universe, and we don't listen to Spirit, and we decide that we're going to go our own way, then Spirit starts to put blockages and things start to not work out. There's challenges, there's obstacles, right? But because Spirit's trying to pivot us in the direction that we're supposed to be going in. So blessings in disguise, that's always what I feel the Tower is. That's the energy I always get from this is, you know, sometimes something happens to us and it feels extremely detrimental and we don't understand why this is happening, but it's for our greatest good, right? This is happening for you. It's not happening to you. So that's something to come kind of understand here. And this moment is going to put you back into your Hermit mode, right? This Tower moment here is, it's a slap in the face. It's Spirit, right, really slapping you in the face and telling you, get back into your Hermit mode, figure yourself out, realign yourself and your energy with the collective consciousness and unconsciousness, and get back to what it is that you're supposed to be doing, because you've strayed from your path, group number 3. You're straying, and perhaps some of you don't realize it or don't understand it, but that's why Spirit is here to help you have that clarity, to bring you that clarity, that understanding. That's why we're having this conversation now. Okay, group number 3. That's why then that Hermit mode comes into play, is where you then start to reevaluate your entire life, because it's all crumbled down from this Tower moment. You've had this Tower moment and you're trying to figure out, well, what am I supposed to do now? Where do I go from here? And then you really do figure that out though with the Page of Pentacles here. The Page of Pumpkins, you start brand new. So there's a newness that then starts to happen here. You reconnect with yourself and you start over, and it's okay and it's beautiful, because then at the end of the month we have the Judgment here, and the Judgment is all about this new clarity, this new enlightenment, and this can only happen when this Tower happens. So when this Tower happens and this thing doesn't work out for you, and you have this detrimental moment where you start to contemplate your life and you reflect on the beginning, middle, and end, where you started, where you are now, where you want to be, then that's when you understand and everything makes sense. And the High Priestess comes through, your energy is realigned, you're back on your path, and you understand what it is that you're doing, why you're doing it, your highest self, your highest good, your highest purpose potential. So that's definitely really what I see happening here. And that's really, it's beautiful. So a lot of you guys, you know, are helping people, which is really nice. You're very helpful, you're very selfless, you're very kind, and you're doing a kindness to the world. I really do feel that for you, group number 3. A lot of you guys are healers, and that's what you're here for. You're here to heal people, heal yourself, heal others, okay? We also have the Star. So Star energy, hope energy, the key. Oh goodness. All right, so you have the key, but you're not using the key. You don't know that you have it. The Dove, peace, serenity, okay, harmony, the Frog, transformation, right? Blessings in disguise, things not being as they appear to be, the Ear, needing to listen, okay, and Sage, needing to cleanse. All right, so we definitely see that here. We see with the Star here that there's hope that's happening here. With the key, right, there's that using that key. You are the key. You have the key to open the doors in front of you, to open the doors around you, to get where it is that you're trying to go. So there's definitely needing to follow your heart, needing to have hope for the future, needing to understand that you have the key to open the doors that are around you, the doors that you feel are locked, okay? If you feel a door is locked, you can open it. You have the power, you have the knowledge and the wisdom. We also have the Dove energy here. So, right, there's going to be destruction, but after this destruction, we understand that's where that Frog energy is here, right? We understand there's destruction, but it's blessing in disguise. It's not what it appears to be. And after that, there will be harmony. There will be peace and serenity that's coming from this, okay? So understand that when this Tower moment happens, right, it's just a moment. It's not the rest of your life. It is a moment in time that you then will reflect on, learn from, let go of, and move forward, okay? There's listening to your intuition, listening to your guides, listening to your highest self, okay? Listening to the signs around you this month. Group number 3, cleansing. Really cleanse yourself, okay? Take a nice cleansing bath, clean up your house, clean up the clutter, get organized, okay? Go around with some palo santo or some sage. Really cleanse the space this month. That's something that's very important, okay? We're in an energy shift. All of the planets are going retrograde. We're in retrograde season. We're in eclipse season. We're having, right, that lunar eclipse, solar eclipse. That's all happening, right? So that's why these energies, you're going to start to feel really wonky. You're going to start to feel out of whack. Your vibration's going to be off because all of this energy that's surrounding the collective right now is really intense, and it's going to be affecting you, group number 3, more than everybody else, because you guys, my group number 3, are more in sync with these energies, which is why it's very important for you to make sure that you carry those crystals with you. You take that bath, you do that cleansing, have that meditation, okay? So make sure that those are things that you're doing and you're paying attention to this month. We have the apple, risk and reward, okay? The apple, so we see this month that there's definitely taking a risk. Something doesn't work out, we know that, but it's rewarding. And I know that sounds absolutely insane, but that's what's happening here. That's what the cards are telling me. We have eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. So for some of you guys, I feel a lot of you guys are going to be re-falling in love with yourself. You're going to be re-falling in love with your craft, re-falling in love with your passion. And for others, right, this is re-falling in love with possibly your partner, or new love that could possibly or potentially be coming into your life as well. We know also with the apple, we have this heart energy here. So love could possibly be on the rise as well for you guys, group number 3. Something else to pay attention to. And then we have the underworld, okay? Where all things pause and begin again. So again, this makes perfect sense with the pause and beginning again. The underworld, something that's beneath you, something that's inside of you, something that you have yet to be seen or to understand, but has been there the whole time. So again, there's definitely this reflection that's going to be happening here, and there is this understanding that's going to be happening here, right? Understanding your internal self, the self within yourself, and also the energies around you, the energies that you can't even see, the spirits that are surrounding you, your guides that are helping you, your guides that are trying to right, push you down the path that you're supposed to be going. So these are very powerful energies here. I also feel that possibly one of your guides could possibly have been maybe a past loved one. That's something else that's coming through here. Listening to the signs of that around you. So past loved one, whether this was someone who was a close family member, or maybe even someone that you were in a relationship with that has passed on, that is still around you, that is still surrounding you and guiding you, okay? So that's something else that's coming through here, okay? And then we have rebirth, group number 3. Rebirth. So there's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It's not blissful and it's not painless, okay? It's a mighty rising though. A flame resurrected. So, right, we understand that there's change, and it's coming with this tower, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be painful, but it's going to be growing, and it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to reignite a passion within you, and it's going to reignite a spark that was always inside of you, but somehow dimmed over time. And right, we've been in this fog, right? And maybe these eclipses and these retrogrades are contributing to this foggy feeling and this energetic cloud that's overcoming us. But then you start to overcome it because you start to do the work, and you start to do the cleansings and the protections and the baths and the rituals, and you start to open up that third eye and that crown chakra again, and have this reignited communication with spirit and your guides, and it's beautiful and wonderful, and you start to feel like yourself again. And I love this for you guys, group number 3. And then you have authenticity. This is interesting. Authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it, and that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. So what this is telling me, for some of you guys, right, not for all of you, but for some of you watching this, you've been suppressing yourself. You've been suppressing your gifts. For some of you, maybe you don't want to be different. You don't want to be able to, right, feel the energies around you, or to see the future beyond you, to hear the thoughts of those around you, okay? Right, these are challenging things. When you start to have, right, these awakenings and these psychic abilities and gifts, and, you know, maybe you don't want to see these dead people all the time, but these are challenging things, right? For some of us, you know, you can feel weird. You feel like an outcast. You don't understand it. It's complicated. There's nobody there to help you through this. And you suppress it. You suppress the energy. So for a lot of you guys watching this, you've been suppressing yourself. You've been trying to suppress yourself, your talents. You've been trying to be something that you're not because you felt like you couldn't, because you felt like you shouldn't, because society said so. No, boo. No way, Jose. Come on, honey. You're perfect the way you are. You're absolutely stunning. You're absolutely beautiful. And the universe knows that, and spirit knows that. And we want you to know that. And we want you to understand that. So be your authentic self. Be yourself regardless of what anybody else thinks about you, regardless of what society might say about you. Be your true, authentic self, and it's okay to be a beautiful, spiritual person and to have these wonderful, exciting gifts, okay? You are special and you are divine, and you have to live in that divinity that you are in all of its glory, because you will never be able to change that about yourself. And if you can't change something about yourself, you might as well embrace it, because you're beautiful. And you're powerful, and you're stunning. And I need you to know that, group 3. I need you to know that, and spirit needs you to know that too, okay? Wow. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to pull some dice for you guys. That's going to go ahead and give us some significant dates that might have some kind of importance. Okay. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the 20th, we have the 4th, the 6th, the 5th, the 7th, the 3rd. Okay. So yeah, the 20, the 4th, the 6th, the 3rd, the 7th, the 5th, the 19th, as well as the 17th. Okay. And the 1st as well. So those are some significant dates, possibly, potentially. We're going to go ahead, we're going to pull a couple charms now for you too, just to get a little bit more clarification. Oh yes. Okay. Yeah, so but there's definitely a need to listen to your higher self, listen to your guides, pay attention to the signs around you that's coming through here. And this is also reiterating, right, trying to conform. You've been restricting yourself. You've been trying to conform to someone else's idea. And you've really been restricting to yourself and who it is that you are as an actual person and an individual. And it's time to really embrace yourself and your personality and your true talents and your gifts and what it is that you want to do. We see here too that you've been closed off with your heart. Possibly a lot of you guys maybe have been closed off with love or reserved, not wanting to open up. You've been scared possibly to open up to people, to those around you, to loved ones. You're potentially very private people, but because you've been hurt, and this has contributed to you wanting to conform, because you've been hurt by people in the past who have gotten to know you, who have gotten close to you, and now you wear this facade and you're afraid of being who you are, letting people in and into your life and understanding who you are, because you're afraid that they're gonna hurt you, and they're not. You have to just really trust people and believe in yourself, and really allow yourself to manifest the people that you want coming towards you. If you manifest people are gonna hurt you, then people are going to hurt you, because that's what you're telling yourself. That's what you're telling the universe. Okay, so you have to start to manifest more positive thoughts, more positive thinking. Okay, think lovely thoughts. We have caution and beware here. You're very cautious. Okay, we also see here that there's a need to also be cautious because that tower is coming. So you've seen this, you understand that tower is coming, you understand that there's weak foundation because you've altered yourself in a significant way to try and conform to maybe someone else's idea. That's not working. That's why that tower is happening here. But we see that in time, everything is going to get better. Okay, we see that time is on your side. We see that you have all the answers, you have all the potential, and everything is essentially going to work out for you. You just have to be able to give yourself breathing room this month. Give yourself room to breathe. Give yourself room to be you. Okay. So that is what I see happening here. That's your message, group number 3 for your month ahead, the next 30 days, June 2021. I really hope that this reading resonated for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please do comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear it. Also comment down below any suggestions you guys have for any future videos you would like to see, so I can make those for you. It has been such an absolute pleasure. If you guys like this video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel, you guys. All these things will really do help my channel grow, and I would just be so appreciative of that. Okay, make sure you also share this video with your loved ones, friends, and family, so that way they can also get these helpful messages if they have any answers that they need question or clarity on, or if they just need some motivation, inspiration. There's definitely a message here for everyone. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and do that as well. With all that being said, it has been such a pleasure. I will see you guys on the next one. Okay, go ahead, check out my channel for lots of other videos for you guys. Check out those retrogrades as well, because that came out to be a very significant point in this reading. So make sure you go ahead and watch those videos as well to help you gain some clarity on how to deal with the energy surrounding the retrogrades. Okay, with all of that being said, I will see you guys on the next one. Keep it creepy. Okay, bye you guys.